I'm here at Keller Williams Family Reunion in Las Vegas, and I just wanted to share a few nuggets with you that I've gotten today. Just wrapped up my favorite part of this whole week, which is whereas one of the top agents in Keller Williams, I get the chance to go hang out with Gary at these events with a small group of the other top agents in the organization, and we just mastermind. We just share nuggets that we've gotten from the event, nuggets from our professional life, from our personal life, and I've just got a few gold nuggets to share with you guys here today. The first is a funny one. So there's an agent who sold the Playboy Mansion this past couple years. So that was the largest real estate transaction in LA history. Talked about how he actually knew who the buyer for that property was before he even took the listing, and he had to make the market for that property in order to get the offer that he knew he could get from that buyer. I found that absolutely fascinating. When you're achieving at a level where there is no market for that thing, you actually have to create the market in order to succeed at that level. That's like just such a fascinating next level concept that it really resonated with me. Gary said, the more you achieve at a high level, the less you talk about those achievements, and the more you talk about the things that give your life meaning. That's so absolutely true. Very little of the time in that room today was spent talking about selling real estate or what's going on in the real estate industry. Everyone there is already very successful in that industry, and that's just not the thing that gives you the most juice. Selling a little bit more real estate is not going to make you happy. It's everything else in life that gives you happiness and fulfillment. Gary said, money doesn't change you, it exposes you. Money is the opportunity to do more, but the amazing thing is you get to fill in the blank about what that more is. And Gary's favorite thing is giving. He's a huge giver. Elaine and I, we love to give. We've been blessed with so much, and we love to bless other people with that. Gary said, giving matters. The lives you change through the dollars you give are one of the most important things about you. And he says, as you grow in success and you have more to give, you have this problem that you want to give this money away, but it's really difficult. So you have a tendency to give your money to a charity or to a nonprofit or whatever it is. And he says, you cannot disconnect from your money. You worked damn hard for it. You should rejoice in it personally and in giving away as much of it as possible. He shared a story about how he stopped tithing at church for a while and made a commitment to himself that he wouldn't give any money to charity. He would just personally give away that money for a certain period of time, which Gary gives a lot. I'm sure that was quite a burden for him to do that, but he said it was so incredibly rewarding. Shifting gears, he said, the only way to eliminate fear and self-doubt is to replace it with a belief in yourself. A lot of people talk about how they need to get rid of fear, they need to get rid of self-doubt, how we struggle with doubting ourselves or imposter syndrome. He says that's impossible. You can only replace it with a belief in yourself. So he says you should write down your beliefs about yourself and just shout them to yourself continuously, and that's how you drill them into your nervous system, your subconscious mind, and that will eliminate all fear, all self-doubt in your mind. Trying to wish away fear is absolutely impossible. Gary said, I was blessed to have everything taken from me in my 20s, lost everything in business. I thought that I was a physical person having a small spiritual experience, but I realized that I'm a spiritual being having a minor physical experience. Having everything physical taken from you exposes you to that wisdom. That's what's given him the grit, the determination, the lack of fear or self-doubt to build the incredible real estate empire that he's built today. I found that so deeply insightful. In terms of leading your team, he said, you shouldn't pour into your team to make them better at their job. You should pour into every single member of your team to help them become a better leader. Because a better leader is, of course, a person who's better at their job and a person who's going to grow and become a greater person overall. And that's what leadership is all about. And he certainly practices what he preaches. It's so awesome to be in that small room and just feel Gary pouring into us for hours straight, just helping us become better leaders. And finally, he said, you live your best life by trying to do the hardest things you possibly can, performing at the highest possible level, then you happen to become an amazing person along the way. He talked over and over again about the concept of misogi, of subjecting yourself to really difficult things that you think are absolutely impossible, and that's how you prove to yourself that you are capable of things, to again wipe out that fear and self-doubt. He talked about how you need to create those misogi events for the team that you have the privilege to lead. And life is really, if you're doing it right, if you're living a big, amazing life, it's a series of doing increasingly, seemingly impossible things. And just what a beautiful outlook on life. Every day we complain about problems that we have, and we need to celebrate those problems. And if we have really big problems, we should celebrate those really big problems and the amazing person that we will become on the other side of those problems. So I got all of that in just a couple of hours, having the privilege to kind of hang out with Gary and a small group of other top agents here at KW Family Reunion. So hopefully that brought a little bit of value to you, just a few of the gold nuggets I have here in Las Vegas at Keller Williams Family Reunion.